Kanye gonna get killed, y'all. I'm just be honest with y'all. They gonna tear Kanye up.
Nah, it's not funny.
Because Kanye just said a lot of things. He said what he thinks and how he feels. And as a dictator, as an initiator, as someone that, this interview, dog. This interview, dog.
Do you think all this will make sense to some that feel like it doesn't make sense at the moment? Like at some point we're like, man, now I see what brother was doing.
Not everybody gonna make it across the gates. It's a very specific, I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. That's simply it.
It was quite genius to stash this interview. Ye is so futuristic that sometimes it only starts to make sense to people 2 to 3 years after he says it. Yes.
If Jewish people would accept that I'm Jew, then they would see what I'm saying in a different way. They would hear it in a different way. No, I'm Jew, not Jewish. Jewish means like that of a Jew. I'm saying I'm Jew.
You're a Jew.
Blood of Christ.
Pray we listen. Pray we listen.
But what about the fact that it's true?
Never too late. And I'd like to say that Kanye was right.
One thing for the black community and all of this like woke culture and, Charlemagne and different things, it's like, bro, this is getting ridiculous at this point. People got to put some respect on the fact that I'm actually brave enough to say this out loud. Like, that's what's lit. That's what God is inside of me. That's why I feel so good to be used.
Why do you think so many rappers be called kings? They call kings because they are truly that, but our kingdom has been sold by contracts. Look, I know y'all want to say something positive right now, man. Let's talk about black people can't be anti-Semitic. We are Jew. You understand what I'm saying? We are Jew. So cool out. Until you do your facts, until you really do the facts with the fake indoctrination that y'all pull into the schools and all that.
But there's also really intelligent black people that are tired of our narrative being forced down, forced to us. That's why we're in your house right now, because they wouldn't let us talk on Daily Wire, specifically for me having the claim, the possibility that the darker Jew known as blacks that came from Africa could possibly be Israelites, that could possibly be Jew.
We in World War III. Instagram is World War III. It's digital. We exist in the mental and the meta. We already existing in World War III. It's a digital meta mind war of perception, cancellation, this many numbers. And everybody's like, well, I want you to be smiling in your photo. Nigga, we are in war right now. 50% of black deaths is abortion. We kill ourselves. That's psychological warfare. Wake up, Mr. West, wake up, culture.
We're under the fire and we're the firefighters. But in order to be a good firefighter, you got to be willing to run into that fire. And that's what makes me the number one firefighter. That's what makes me Michael, because I'll run into that fire. Everyone knows that I'll run into that fire for the people in the burning building. Who's the people in the burning building? All of society. Because blacks and rappers are the thought leaders.
You've been pretty supportive of Ye, formerly Kanye West, even after he tweeted DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
Sure, I can tell you how else it can be construed, because this is one of the things that's fascinating. First, I'd like to point to how interesting it is that the entire world came down on Kanye West, canceled him, took away his contracts, made his entire family come out and make statements against him when he tweeted that he was going to go DEFCON 3. And now we fast forward to today when Israel is literally going DEFCON 3 on Palestinians, and those same media members seem extremely cautious in their language. So the tweet is actual death, but the actual bombs being dropped, for some reason, real violence is something that the media can get comfortable with.
Yo, like an hour in, I really started getting a little scared.
Why?
So was he.
The
So
shit
was he.
he
He
was
done said
saying.
5 times, they gonna get me. Oh, y'all think
Oh, yeah.
Oh, y'all think they
And now, like I talked to Noriega this morning, he was like, okay, I realized this. I realized that I really don't feel Prodigy died from choking on an egg.
Jumping in right here, because at that time, as you can see, both of us were really sleepy. It was very late at night when we were having that discussion, and I hadn't even fully comprehended what he said there when he said that people don't believe that Prodigy choked on an egg. And I had no idea what he was referring to, and I just wanted to let you guys know that there was a rapper named Prodigy who began speaking out about the Illuminati. He basically said, I have this platform and I want to use my platform for good to wake up the masses to what's really going on in society. And so I am going to dig up this old clip of Prodigy right before he mysteriously choked on an egg. And he decided to speak with Alex Jones. Take a listen to what Prodigy had to say.
Yeah, they doing all this ritualistic murder and rituals on little, they molesting little kids, doing satanic sex rituals. Like, this stuff is really going on in this world. Like, on 9/11, what they did was they killed 20 birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to say it. You know what I mean? Because they changed all kinds of laws. They changed all kinds of they changed people's mentality, the way they look at the world. They pulled off one of the biggest ritualistic murders, you know what I mean, that ever happened, you know what I mean, live for the whole world to see.
So there you have it. That is Prodigy. And like I said, he then mysteriously choked on an egg. Maybe the first person in human history to have choked on an egg in some capacity after speaking out about...
Steve Jobs had to go down for 5 years, so there might be a moment, post this interview, post whenever, where it says, Kanye, or the artist, the human being formerly known as Kanye West, is no longer the richest black man in America. He's homeless. But just wait 2, 3, 4 years, and Terminator, Putin, whatever you want to call it, Ye will be back, and we're gonna be back, bigger, better, more community than ever, because all the people that will be afraid of this don't need to be around, because it's get free time.